Welcome back to TCM. I'm Dave Karger. Our next film today is a chilling drama adapted from a classic novel by Oscar Wilde. From MGM in 1945, it's The Picture of Dorian Gray. The title character is a young London aristocrat who has an angelic face that belies his true devilish nature. His extreme vanity leads him to commission a portrait of himself, and when he stands in front of it, he makes a supernatural pact. He'll trade his soul for the chance to remain forever as young and handsome as he looks in the picture. The bargain works, but let's just say there's a horrific side effect. Most of the horror in this movie is left to the audience's imagination, but what ultimately happens to the portrait, which you will soon see, is shown in vivid Technicolor, making it all the more effective because the rest of the film was shot in black and white. MGM used the same gimmick to emphasize the fashion show sequence in The Women in 1939, as well as the beautiful garden in the 1949 film The Secret Garden. For the title role of Dorian Gray, the studio went with a Hollywood newcomer, Herb Hatfield, who had only appeared in one movie before this. The cast also features a number of actors who were just on the brink of stardom at the time, including Peter Lawford, Donna Reed, and Angela Lansbury. Lansbury's scene-stealing performance as a tavern singer named Sybil Vane earned her second Best Supporting Actress Oscar nomination. The movie was also nominated for Best Black and White Art Direction, and it won for Harry Stradling's moody and mysterious black and white cinematography. From 1945, directed and adapted by Albert Lewin, and also starring George Sanders, this is The Picture of Dorian Gray. The Picture of Dorian Gray was the only published novel by Oscar Wilde, who was much more prolific as a playwright. The story was published in 1890, and by the time MGM produced this 1945 adaptation, at least 7 different versions of the story had already been brought to the screen. But this one remains the definitive adaptation, written and directed by Albert Lewin. Lewin made a few minor changes to the plot, including the addition of a romance between the painter's niece, played by Donna Reed, and her fiancé, played by Peter Lawford. The Hollywood Production Code also limited the extent to which Dorian's sins could be portrayed on screen. Lewin also had a challenge finding the right artist to create the painting that's so central to the story. He ultimately hired a painter named Yvon Le Laurent Albright after seeing one of his works at the Art Institute of Chicago. Albright was unable to complete all the portraits, so Lewin hired Henrique Medina to paint the one of Dorian as a young man. Up next, we're switching gears for a British crime caper from 1960, starring Jack Hawkins, Nigel Patrick, Roger Livesey, and Richard Attenborough.
Next on TCM, The League of Gentlemen, then Dr. Strangelove, and later, Carnival of Souls. Get Ghosted by Giamatti on TCM today.